What's up guys, DK Jones here and we are back in Monaco. Yep, we took a year off last year and now we are back at the Circuit de Monaco, which had its first GP held in 1950 with a circuit length of 3.337 kilometers. And yeah, it's a tight and narrow track. It will be very interesting to see how cars go about overtaking. But without further ado, let's go into depth with this Grand Prix. C3 hards, C4 mediums and C5 softs are our tyre allocations for this weekend. The softest compound, which is usually the case for street circuits like this, there are going to be 78 laps due to the length of the track, and the lap record was a 1:14.260 by Max Verstappen in 2018. Last Monaco Grand Prix that we had was in 2019 and we had a podium of Hamilton winning the race, Vettel getting P2 and Bottas getting P3 due to a penalty that Max Verstappen sustained during the course of the race. Last GP we had in 2021 was in Spain, which had a podium of Hamilton winning, Max Verstappen coming in second and Bottas rounding off the podium. And the race distance, 78 laps around the track, is a 200.286 kilometers. And with all that in mind, let's go into your hot lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. So here we are at the streets of Monte Carlo to start our hot lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. The main straight now, DRS active, hugging the inside lines, the shortest run to the line, lifting and coasting through Saint Devon. Now trying to keep our racing line as straight as possible through Beau Rivage, just hugging the inside and then lifting for the first time into the next corner, downhill, trying not to scrape the walls this time. Bumpy section through here as we go further downhill, and now we come to probably the hardest part of the track, the Grand Hotel hairpin, braking a bit harder than usual there because I usually go straight into the wall. Now through Portier, trying not to scrape the walls on the inside there. Now here at the tunnel, trying to hug the inside, the best line possible. Out of the tunnel now, a bit blinding as we scrape the walls on the apex here through the Novo chicane. And now trying not to go too wide because you're gonna hit the wall there. Lifting through here so we can go flat out through the next chicane here, trying to straight line the chicane into a slower chicane now, and then we go slightly uphill into Raskas, turn that I always find a bit difficult, not sure how hard I should brake, trying to get onto the throttle as early as possible on exit, hugging the inside, and that was your lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. Prediction time now. Qualifying, very important here in Monaco, really goes a long way in deciding who wins the race. But yeah, let's see what I have gone for. So yes, I have gone for a Max Verstappen pole position with Lewis Hamilton following him up on the front row. The homeboy Charles Leclerc in P3, that would be a very good qualifying for him. Bottas joining him on the second row wouldn't be very good on his hand. Fernando Alonso in P5. The new innovations that Alpine have brought to their cars really improved them. Carlos Sainz there in P6, that wouldn't be a bad qualifying for him. Ricciardo continuing his run of good qualifying, excluding Portimao. He's been good in qualifying. He's outqualified Norris 3-1. Perez in P8, which would be very bad. Hopefully he can prove me wrong. I think with McLaren's fight with Ferrari after the Spanish Grand Prix, the pendulum has actually swung in Ferrari's favor. So I've gone for both Ferrari drivers to outqualify, both McLaren drivers, and Ocon rounding off the top 10. Now with this in mind, let's go on to my race predictions. Now last time I didn't really pay any thought to actually trying to get my predictions right. I went full ham on the last race prediction, so I promise you I've got my head back on and now these are actually sensible predictions. So let's see what I have gone for. And yeah, of course, I went for a Max Verstappen pole position, so it only makes sense that I would go for a Max Verstappen race win. Holding off Hamilton, hopefully there are no strategy blunders like there were in Bahrain and in Spain, which would probably be the only way that Max Verstappen would lose the race from pole position. Hamilton right behind him with Leclerc getting a podium in his home race, ending his DNF streak at Monaco. First DNF I've gone for Mazepin, which is just a sensible option. Just how is Mazepin going to finish a lap in Monaco? I just don't see it happening. DNFs I've gone for 4. I think we can probably expect a safety car in this race. Tsunoda for driver of the day. He's had some bad races lately. I think he's going to bounce back. And best of the rest, which is basically 4th place, I've gone for Carlos Sainz. So yeah, you guys can leave your predictions in the comment section below in this exact format. But with this in mind, let's go into your weekend schedule of the Monaco Grand Prix. Weekend schedule now. On a Friday, we're going to have free practice 1 at 11:30 to 12:30 and free practice 2 at 15 to 16. On a Saturday, we're going to have free practice 3 at 12 to 13 and qualifying at 15 to 16, while of course on Sunday is the race at 15. And of course these are track times in Monte Carlo, Monaco, so you're gonna have to find out what time this is where you are. Conveniently for me, these are exactly the same time as where I am. So guys, if you have liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And yeah, from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.